Hello, welcome back to another Lord of the Rings live stream. It's been a while since I've said that. Very exciting. I'm excited to be here. This is the first stream with the new setup, so hopefully everything is working. Please let me know in the chat if it is not, and if things are weird or wonky, we'll get it fixed in the meantime, or for next time. But really excited to be back playing Lord of the Rings. It's been a while. I can't remember the last time that we got Lord of the Rings to the table, but I think it's been probably like 4 weeks or so. And so it's been time. Things look up and sound good. Awesome. Thanks, Astari. Happy to have you here. Hope everything is going well for you. Awesome. So it is storming here. So kind of same caveat as last Wednesday. If things kind of go crazy, hopefully I don't lose too much power, but let's see how it goes. Alrighty, so we are starting into the saga expansions for Lord of the Rings, which the saga expansions follow the novels. So there are 2 boxes per book. Yeah, that's right, 2 boxes per book. So we're starting with The Hobbit, and so there are 2 boxes, each containing 3 quests to cover the events that happened in The Hobbit. So 6 quests total to cover The Hobbit. These are a lot of fun. I love the books. The Hobbit is one of my top 5 books of all time. It's just, there's something about it, right? It's just so pleasant, so exciting, and so happy. And so I absolutely love The Hobbit. And so this is bringing some nostalgia to me, and also just, some excitement to kind of get it started. You got snow. Sorry, it was snowing here this morning. Like, it was insane. Like, I'm in Ohio now, and it was, yeah, it just randomly started snowing this morning. I was like, I just did not expect that. But so yes, we are starting on Overhill and Underhill. I think that's the box. Yes, Overhill and Underhill is the box name. And we're starting with the first quest with this in this box, and we'll be continuing making sure that we're going to be playing this on Mondays, and so going forward we should be a little bit more consistent than what we have been in the past, and so I'm excited to do that. But let's talk about the quest and then talk about the deck, and let's get into it. So let's talk about the quest first. So the quest is called "We Must Away Ere the Break of Day." So this is the encounter with the trolls. So if you're familiar with the Hobbit story, this is the encounter of the trolls, and so we have to make it to daybreak. So the trolls, turn to stone, and we can all escape. They are going to be putting us into sacks, and we're going to be trying to make our way to safety. But basically, what happens is there's a sacked deck, which is over here. These are all cards that basically say that you cannot ready, attack, defend, commit to quests, or trigger effects. And each one of these cards has a different target for a sect. Maybe it's the highest defense or the most attachments or something like that. And so we will be sacked throughout the game. Hopefully it's just not too bad, but we'll see how that goes. There are the 3 trolls. There is William, Tom, and Bert. So these trolls are going to be coming in once we progress onto stage 2. They are set aside at this time, and so they will be coming in at stage 2. They have a encounter threat of 23, 33, and 38, and then all just kind of bad abilities, and then you get sacked when you get to them. And then they like to go back to the staging area, and so these are really annoying. These are really annoying. We also have the Troll Cave. So the Troll Cave comes in when we go to 2A as well, and we have to try and get to the Troll Cave so that we can get some loot, which is kind of fun. It's kind of a little bit of a saga experience here. And so if we are able to get the key, we can get good stuff going forward. I actually haven't looked at it too much, what that good stuff is. I know Sting, a couple other weapons. I haven't actually looked at the rules too much because they don't really play into this much. All I know is that I really want to get them. So, yeah. Alrighty. So it's a fairly small encounter deck because stage 2 of the quest, what it says is that you immediately progress if there are no trolls or if the encounter deck is empty. At the start of stage 2, we will be shuffling the discard pile back into the encounter deck, so we're starting with a fresh encounter deck, but we will put the trolls in play, put the troll cave in play, and then need to either kill all the trolls or rush through the encounter deck. The way that we rush through the encounter deck is whenever we would place any amount of progress tokens on here, we would instead discard that many cards from the top of the encounter deck. So quest your way or fight your way to victory. And then once you move to 3A, the game is over at that point. So when revealed, you remove everything. And then if you have successfully explored the troll cave, then you get to add Sting, Glamoring, and Orcrest to... You've found those treasure cards. So really it's a 2-stage quest. And so with a lot of questing or a lot of fighting. The Diamond's Edge. Hey, how you doing? Hello there, Airstream. And this time I know the rules. Well, happy to have you here, Maddie. Alrighty, so that's the deck. We have some there's a lot of shadow effects. There's a lot of effects that shuffle cards back into the encounter deck just to kind of prolong that. I am kind of going the route where I want to kill 1 or 2 of the trolls and then quest my way through the rest of them. So that's kind of the route I'm taking, and let's talk about how we're going to do it. So we are going to be running Bilbo, because we have to. So Bilbo Baggins is a unique hero. He has the Baggins Sphere, which is the gold, which is pretty cool. And he has a 1/1/1/3 stat line. And then if he ever leaves play, we lose the game. We are here to protect Bilbo. Bilbo doesn't do a whole lot. Bilbo is what allows us to search the troll cave. He's our thief, right? So he gets to go in there and get all the cool treasure. Ugh. The chat's really small, isn't it? We can fix that. I go to 47. Alrighty. Zero threat hero in his own sphere? Yeah, it's a zero threat hero. Basically what he is you have to run him. Like you run 3 heroes plus Bilbo, and the first player takes control of Bilbo, and so in a multiplayer game he would hop back and forth, and he's just kind of there, and you can't, if he dies, we lose. So monster chat, is it really big now? I can't tell. I don't know. So what are we running? We're running 2 new heroes and the 1 tried and true hero because he's really good. But the new heroes we're running Nori. So Nori is a 9 threat threshold, a 2/1/2/4 stat line. And it says after you play a dwarf character from your hand, reduce your threat by 1. So he is our threat mitigator. And then also, if you haven't guessed already, we're running a lot of dwarves because dwarves are awesome and I love dwarves. The second hero we're running is also new from this box, who is Ori. He's an 8 threat with a 2/2/1/3 stat line. And he says, if you control at least 5 dwarf characters, draw 1 additional card at the beginning of the resource phase. The idea here is that we will control 5 dwarf characters in round 2, maybe 3 of the game. So we can continually activate that and be just drawing through our deck very, very quickly. And then finally, instead of Thorin Oakenshield, who thematically is who I should be running, I am running Dane. Dane is kind of the beef buffer. He's a 11 threat threshold, a 1 willpower, 2/3/5 stat line. And his ability is really what sets him apart here. It says when Dane Ironfoot is ready, dwarf characters get +1 fight and +1 willpower. So leads to a lot of wanting to just run a ton of dwarfs because +1 to everything is, it's just incredible. So that's the lineup. I've been having a lot of fun with. I like Nori. I like Ori. I want to get Thorn in here. I need to do him. Get him on the table at some point. But really, with Dane and taking out these trolls with 10, 11, 12 hit points, I needed the attack. So I didn't really want to run tactics for some reason. Lord of the Rings, yes, sir. Still want that mat. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. How you doing, Starry? Or how you doing, Peace Snow? Dwarf Storm, hope there is room to fit them all in the camera. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. All my practice games over this last weekend were not on camera, and so we'll see how it goes. We may have to start stacking, but we have got Darren's Runes. So this is it's such a good card. It says draw 2 cards, discard 1 card from your hand. It nets even, right? You're not increasing your hand size by any, but it's getting you the cards that you need. It's hard not to run that in this deck now. We've got Unexpected Courage is mainly for Dane. We want to keep him ready. We've got Threat Mitigation, and then we've got kind of our standard gambit of let's cancel some bad effects. There are a lot of them in the game, so that's the idea here, is to cancel. Got Steward to pay for things, and then we've got Narvies to give probably Dane whatever sphere we want. So Steward goes on Dane, Narvies goes on Dane, and then because if we lose Dane, we lose the game, basically. Pretty good. Taking on Zola, but pause to watch some baseball. Nice. Zola is interesting. He's a hard one. Unexpected Courage might be the best card in the game, at least when you don't own a lot of cards. Unexpected Courage is very, very good. Unexpected Courage is very good. Yes. Okay, we have Legacy of Durin, which is attack to a dwarf character, or dwarf hero, sorry. And then after you play a dwarf character from your hand, exhaust Legacy of Durin to draw a card. So you can kind of start to see the combos, right? We've got Legacy of Durin here that draws us a card. Nori reduces our threat. So whenever we're playing a dwarf hero, our threat goes down. We draw a card, and then if we have 5, we're drawing an extra card. And so the card draw is very, very good here. Maybe there is a spot for Protector of Lorien or something like that in the deck, but it didn't make it in here. Then we got our Dwarf Allies. So we've got a couple of uniques. We got Dory. Oops. We've got Philly. We've got Beaufort. We got Philly. We've got Killy. I need to put those together. Basically, so whenever you play either one of these, you go and find the other one and put them into play. Dory takes damage. Beaufort. Spirit Beaufort. And then those are our unique dwarf heroes. And then we've got Longbeard Elder. I really like Longbeard Elder. So he's a 3-cost, a 2/1/1, 2 stat line. And it says after he commits to a quest, look at the top card of the encounter deck. If that card is a location, place 1 progress token on the current quest. Otherwise, he gets -1 willpower until the end of the phase. My goal here is to get him out early. It's probably a standard distribution of... that was not the right way to say that. It's probably a normal amount of locations in that deck. So like we are going to be placing here, but really this is a scribe for the top card of the deck because stage 1 we don't want to progress immediately. We can blitz through it fairly easily, but the caution here is to stay on stage 1 and build as much as we possibly can. So that's Longbeard Elder. We got Hammersmith. There are a couple of cards in here that discard attachments, so Hammersmith helps us go get them back. We got Record Keeper to help ready and just cheap. We've got the Battle Master because we're going to have a lot of Dwarf Allies. This Battle Master is going to be swinging for probably 6 here at the end. So he gets +1 fight for each other Dwarf Ally I control up to +4. And then Dane gives him the 6. So 4, 5, 6. We got 3 of those. And so really once they're on the table, we can just start swinging at them. And again, we're paying for that with Narvies. So those are the Dwarf Allies. And then we've got things to buff them. So we've got Untroubled by Darkness. So we're going to get a +1 willpower to all of our dwarfs. That's to blitz that last stage here. Got Lure of Moria. Again, a blitz, as well as just a way to kill one of those trolls if need be. And then we've got our Gandalf Gambit. So we're running 2 copies of the original Gandalf and then 1 copy of the Overhill Underhill Gandalf. And as a refresher, this is the same stat line. He does not exhaust to go or to commit to a quest, and then at the end of the refresh phase, discard him from play or raise our threat by 2 to cancel this effect. Our threat mitigation is pretty strong in this deck, and so we can keep him around for a while. The reason that we have the original Gandalf is to sneak attack and deal some damage to some of these trolls. That's going to be our most optimal way to deal damage to the trolls. So that's the deck. My candidate is Test of Will. For best card, yeah. Test of Will has won me some games. Just canceling some of those win revealed effects. Test of Will is very, very good. So I've had mixed success with this deck. I didn't have the longest time to prepare. This weekend was the move, and so I've been pretty busy doing that stuff. But I'm excited to get into it. I've missed this game a lot. Nice Gandalf balance. Looking forward to seeing how that goes if he gets in. We'll have to see. What's nice is that you can get rid of either Gandalf, right? The original Gandalf you can toss, or he has to go away at the end of the round, right? So you're able to make space for Overhill Underhill Gandalf if you need to, or if Overhill Underhill Gandalf is out there and you need to deal some damage, you got a sneak attack and the original Gandalf in the deck, then you can just let him go by the wayside. He goes away, and then Gandalf, you can sneak attack or play Gandalf from your hand. So just like, yeah, it's honestly just kind of what you draw and how you see it. Also, if you are watching on YouTube and you want to see, the deck list is in the description below. So if you want to tweak and or improve, go for it. I still chuckle how Steward Gondor pays for itself on turn 1, and it's Steward of Gondor is it's a card that will be hard to not include in every single deck. Thematically, it's not great. I know Astari has some custom stuff that he's made that makes it a little bit more thematic for each one of the different, I think you have a dwarf version and an elf version. So if those are interesting, if you're interested in that, join the Discord, because I know they're on there. Alrighty, let's dive into it. So, an unexpected party. The wizard Gandalf has chosen Bilbo Baggins to join Thorin, Dane, and company on their quest to the Lonely Mountain. Setup: remove and shuffle the 7 sack cards into a sack deck and set it aside face down. Remove the 3 troll enemies in the troll cave from the encounter deck and set them aside out of play. They're somewhere. Then shuffle the encounter deck. Each player reveals 1 card from the top of the encounter deck and adds it to the staging area. Then this is a threat threshold of 7. Nothing exciting, but we'll read the story. At first they had passed through the Hobbit lands, a wild, respectable country inhabited by decent folk with good roads and inn or two, and now and then a dwarf or a farmer ambling by on business. They never came to the lands where people spoke strangely and sang songs Bilbo. Then they came to the lands where people spoke strangely and sang songs Bilbo had never heard before. From The Hobbit. Threat threshold is 7. We're revealing a card, which is the Troll Purse. That is actually very, very nice. So the Troll Purse we can grab with Bilbo. If Troll Purse is discarded, add it to the staging area. If Troll Purse is unattached and in the staging area, attach it to a troll enemy if able. Then after the attached troll enemy is destroyed, the first player may spend 1 Baggins resource to claim this objective and attach it to Bilbo Baggins. So that is out. We have found the troll purse, which helps traveling to the troll cave a little bit easier. And so that is already out there. So when the trolls come in, we can claim it. I have some dwarf versions of Steward of Gondor. Yeah, they're really cool. Yeah, nice. Alrighty, so let's see what our starting hand is. We get 6 cards in this game. And let's see what we got. Steward, it's hard not to already say we're not going to mulligan this hand with Steward right there. So we got Steward. We got Unexpected Courage. We got another Unexpected Courage. We got Lure. We got Words of Command. And we got Beaufort. I would have liked to see another Dwarf in this hand. Steward is nice. Steward is really nice, but I actually think I'm going to mulligan this hand. We don't need that many Unexpected Courages right off the bat. They're nice to have. Lord of Moria isn't going to come into play for a long time. We don't even have Gandalf. I'm mulliganing. Hopefully get a Steward of Gondor again, but I want more dwarf. I want more dwarf heroes. The mulligan in this game is shuffle them all in and draw 6 new ones. Bye, Steward of Gondor. Hopefully we'll draw it again. Okay, so we got 6. We got Sneak Attack. We got Battle Master. Untroubled by Darkness. There's Steward. There's Gandalf. There's Hasty Stroke. So I don't know. I would have mulliganed this hand probably, but here we are. What's nice is that we can get Gandalf onto the table pretty quickly because Bilbo does have resources. So we'll go ahead and sneak this out. I need a Narvi's Belt to get that Battle Master onto the table. We also need some fodder before we do that. Also, so in the new setup, everything is reversed. So like my computer's to my left instead of to my right, and it's like messing with me. So, okay. So we'll start, we'll draw a card. We got the Hammersmith. That's nice. We're not going to play anything. Mainly we cannot. So we will just go ahead and we're going to quest for 3. So it's going to be 2 plus Dane's 1. So 3. Again, we don't want to rush through this or else we lose very, very quickly. So 3. There's a 2, which is the Lone Lands. So 1 progress token gets placed on the main. And so this is forced after placing 1 or more progress tokens on the Lone Lands. Each player removes 1 resource from one of his heroes' resource pool if able. Then after this leaves play, Bilbo gains 1 resource. So we'll go ahead and travel there. And we'll call that the end of round 1. So at the end of the round, threat goes up. We're already at 29. We get to draw a card. We only have 3 dwarfs. There's the Test of Will. That gives me a little bit of safety net, so I'm excited to see that. And we all get more resources. And we'll go into planning. So we'll immediately throw Steward on there. We have a couple of cards in here that have us discard attachments, but we do have a Test of Will as well as a Hasty Stroke, and so we can cancel those if needed. And yeah, we'll just hang on to it and see. No, I don't want to put Gandalf into play because we don't want to be questing a lot right now, and so that putting Gandalf into play is just going to hurt us in the long run. So we want to get rid of this in 1 blow because we don't want to place tokens on it twice, activating its ability twice. So in that case, let's go ahead and do 3, 6, and hopefully that doesn't way overquest us. We've got the Hobbit lands, so that's 1. We went 6. So 1, 3, 2 goes on the main. And then we're going to remove 1 from Bilbo and add 1 to Bilbo because of our response here. We'll go ahead and travel to the Hobbit lands. It says after placing 1 or more progress tokens on the Hobbit lands, the first player gets to draw a card. So we like that. Now we'll finish up our round. Increase our threat. We're already up to 30. We get to draw a card. There's Narvies. We don't... I'm... Okay, so... We're getting there. We can start drawing a lot of cards here soon. I'm going to move these over here. Insert Denethor has entered the chat joke after seeing you play Steward of Gondor and somewhere else. Yeah, Denethor. Oh, jeez. I know Astari loves Denethor, so... Alrighty, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and spend 2 to put Narvi's belt onto Dane. And then we will go ahead and exhaust Narvi's belt, giving him the tactics sphere. Yep. And then we'll spend 3 to put a Battle Master into play. We will spend 2 to put the Hammersmith into play. We don't get to activate his ability, which is a little sad. We don't have anything in our discard pile. But I do want to just get that 5th dwarf out there just so we can start drawing more cards and getting to what we actually need. Denethor will burn out sooner or later. No, he won't. Denethor is great. Denethor is incredible. Trying to get everything straight. Okay. So we will go ahead and quest for 3. I think that's going to clear our Hobbit lands for us. So 3, revealing a card. Deal 1 damage to each ally, 2 damage if there's a troll in the staging area. Don't like that, but it is what it is. I'm not going to cancel it. They're worse ones to cancel, so... They each have 1 damage on them. And we quested for 3, so this is 1, 2 on the main. We're up to 5. We're moving a little bit quick for what I want. So this does get explored, so we get to draw a card, which is Gladrium's. Okay. It's good. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the end of the round. So increase threat, draw 2 cards. So sneak attack. I really would like a Gandalf at this point. Not Overhill, Underhill Gandalf, but original Gandalf. And then we'll get some money. Okay, so... I'm starting to get worried, y'all. I don't want to overquest this. So I may not quest at all. My threat is at 31. I do have Gladrians. We're just gonna quest. No, we're not gonna quest. We're gonna let our threat go up. Oh, I have not been. My threat needs to be 2 lower because I played 2 cards from my 2 dwarfs from my hand. So we're actually only at 29. So that makes me feel a little bit better. Yeah. So I'm not gonna quest. We got 0 to when revealed, discard all non-treasured, non-objective attachments in play. That is what we would call, we're going to cancel that. So Test of Will will cancel the Wind Whipped Rain because we really don't want to get rid of Steward and Narvies. So no threat increase. We got that. Really wants another Test of Will or a Dwarven Tomb. So let's draw 2. We've got, there's Longbeard Elder, and there's Darren's Runes. Okay, sweet. More money, more fun. I'm going to run out of these tokens here soon, but that's fine. It seems like instead of going out on their quest, the party decided to set up shop and just start charging for this. Maddie, when you don't quest, very bad things happen to you. Yep, that's typically what happens. But sometimes you get lucky. Alrighty, so we're gonna play Darren's Rune. So we draw 2 cards and discard 1 card. We're gonna discard a Untroubled by Darkness. We will spend 1 resource to play Legacy of Durin onto Dane. Then we will spend 3 resources off of Dane to put Longbeard Elder into play, which lowers their threat by 1. Which I think I forgot to raise my threat last time. I was at 31, lowered to 29, so I should be at 29 now. And then I can exhaust this to draw a card. Ooh, there's the Record Keeper. I like that. And cool. Okay. We're starting to get there. We're starting to build up. What I really would like right now with these 3 sneak attacks is a Gandalf in play. Or a Gandalf in hand. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna not quest again. So 0 to 2. So we increase our threat by 2. And then this is the Lone Lands. So this is the same thing. So we'll travel to the Lone Lands. Sweet. Increase our threat by 1, draw 2 cards. Hey, there's Killy. No, I drew Killy and Philly. No. That's too bad. Killy and Philly only activate if they're not both in your hand. So, of course, they're both in my hand. So, we'll go ahead and just give money out. Oh no, that's so sad. That's so sad. Oh well. We will go ahead and we'll play a Record Keeper to reduce threat, and we'll exhaust Legacy of Durin to draw a card, which is another Battle Master. Okay, so right now the Battle Master is sitting at a 5 attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we throw this Battle Master out there, then they're sitting at 6 attack, which makes me feel pretty confident going into the troll phase. The dwarf that would not quest. Oh man, kill Philly, draw draw a doom. Yeah, that's so sad. That's it's like of course it is, but whatever. Okay, so we'll give Dane Tactics, spend 3, and put Battle Master into play. This will reduce our threat by 1. We don't get to draw a card because Durin's already been exhausted. But okay. So now we're going to, after Longbeard Elder commits to a quest, look at the top card of the encounter deck. So I think that I've been playing this correctly. So I say I'm committing Longbeard Elder to the quest. I immediately get to look at this encounter deck, correct? Or do I have to wait until I've committed everyone that I want to commit to the quest? That's more allies than you've played in your entire Lord of the Rings career. Oh, there's going to be more. There's going to be more. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about that. That's funny. I'm pretty sure, because this says after he commits to a quest, look at the top card encounter deck. That's a response. I've committed him to the quest. I'm looking at the encounter deck right now. It's a Trisphere deck. Never got those to work because you can't pay for anything. They're tricky. They can be very, very tricky. And then things like Narvi's Belt really helps. Yeah, quad sphere deck with Bilbo. Yep. Yeah, so Narvi's belt really helps, or the songs really help, like Song of Travel and everything that gives you access to that. What was the Longbeard question again? So Longbeard Elder says after he commits to a quest, look at the top card of the encounter deck, if that card is location, etc., etc. So if I say I'm committing him to the quest, do I immediately get to look and then I can make a decision to commit more? Or do I need to commit everyone then look? Immediate. Sweet. That's how I've been playing it. So, okay, so it is a location. So I get to place one progress token on the current quest, which goes on this location. And it's going to be a 3. Okay. Troll camp. I don't think I've ever drawn Troll Camp. So this is, while it's in the staging area, troll enemies get +1 threat for each player in the game. And then while it's in play, Bilbo Baggins can spend one of his resources to remove a sack card from a character. So that's kind of nice. So that's going to be a 3. So we want to quest for at least 5. We may want to go ahead and make the push here. I would really like a Gandalf. We're going to hold off. So we want to quest for 5. So that's going to be, we got a 3 right here, and we'll go 5 there. So this comes in 3, 4, 5. Oh, and then I have to remove a resource from, I guess, Bilbo's pool because I added 1. Then I added 2 more resources, so we'll remove another one. Then when it leaves play, we're going to add 1 to Bilbo's. We're going to travel to the troll camp. I like it, but that's a lot of threat out there. I do have a lot of quest potential, but I'm actually going to leave that out there because we will get at least 1 sacked card. So I'm at 30. My threat is at 30. So we're at least going to get a sack card. And then I want to be able to get rid of that. So I'm going to leave it out there. It's going to be a pain to quest through, but it'll be fine. And then we're going to make a push probably here, probably no matter what I draw. Okay, so we'll draw 2. We got another Steward, and we got a Dwarven Tomb. I like the Dwarven Tomb. Threat goes up. Everyone gets some money. We are flush with cash. That needs to be a 1. Alrighty then. We'll throw Gandalf into play next turn. What we'll probably do is have one of these this Hammersmith take a hit. Then we need another dwarf out there. So we will. Who do we want to throw out there? Philly or Killy? We're gonna put Killy out there. We're gonna spend 3 resources from Nori to put Killy into play, which reduces our threat. And we get to exhaust Legacy of Durin to draw a card, which is a Test of Will. Okay, cool. I was about to use Dwarven Tomb to grab my Test of Will. May not need to do that though. We are at 30 threat. Maybe Denethor can put dibs on the Dwarven Tomb. Yeah, you want him in there? Okay, so we need to do effectively 12 damage, which these Hammersmiths will do to the first troll, assuming that they don't get sacked. I don't think that they will. Okay, so let's go for it. Let's go for it. So in our quest phase, we're gonna commit Longbeard Elder, and we've got when revealed, if there's a troll enemy in the staging area, sack 1. If there are no troll enemies in the staging area, doomed 2. Shoot, I wanted to have 3 of them in play. Why don't you play the second Steward of Gondor? Yep. It has that little annoying symbol on it. That little star. It's so hard to see in Lord of the Rings. I played forever with 3 of them, and I was just like, I am a god. I have so much power. But unfortunately, yeah, it's a unique. I do wish that they were a little bit more like easy to see here. Okay, so it's gonna be a 3. We need to quest for 5. So let's just go ahead and quest for 6 here with the dwarves. Oh, and then we're gonna be able to get the troll purse. So that's kind of fun. So we're questing for 6 against 3. This comes out. There are no troll enemies in play, so doom 2. So we go up 2. Then we're placing 3 progress, which is going to progress us onto the next stage of the quest. Play the 4th Gandalf. Play the 4 Gandalf, man. I will next turn. So next turn I'll play the Gandalf because he doesn't give me anything right now because I'm going to be able to kill the troll easily this turn just with the Battle Masters. The Hammersmith will take a hit, and then next turn I'm going to put Gandalf into play because I can just quest. I can blitz the quest there. So he's coming. He's coming. And I also want to hopefully draw another Gandalf, which would change what I do. The trolls have special rules that we'll go over here in a second. Roast mutton. Obviously trolls. Even Bilbo, in spite of the sheltered life, could see that from the great, heavy faces of them, and their size and the shape of their legs, not to mention their language, which was not drawing room fashion at all. When revealed, set aside troll enemies in the troll cave in the staging area. Shuffle the encounter discard pile back into the encounter deck. Then this says force. If there are no troll enemies left in play, or if there are no cards left in the encounter deck, advance to the next stage. And again, remember that ends our game. That's it. Anytime players would place progress tokens on this quest, discard an equal number of cards from the encounter deck instead. Progress is still placed on the active location. So we've got a troll cave. And we've got the nasty trolls. I had too much long bottom leaf and seeing like 4 Gandalfs in play all. Okay, so we've got, let's take a look at each one of these trolls. So Bert, players cannot play attachments on troll enemies. That's just an ongoing effect while Bert is here. He has a 3-5-2-10 stat line. Then after Bert engages a player, sack 1. And then return Bert to the staging area at the end of the combat phase, or you can raise your threat by 1 to cancel this effect. The next one is Tom, who engages at 33. I'm at 32. Ooh, I didn't think about that. That's fine. Troll enemies can only be attacked by 1 character at a time, and so that's really annoying. We have to get rid of that. That I forgot about that. For some reason, I got these 2 mixed up. So we'll have to. We'll figure something out. And then after Tom engages a player, sack 1, and then return Tom to the staging area at the end of the combat phase. The engaged player may raise his threat by 1 to cancel this effect. And then William is troll enemies not engaged with the player cannot take any damage, so that prevents that Gandalf bomb. And then when William engages a player, sack 2, and then same effect. He goes to the stage at the end of the round. Okay, so that just happened. We are going to engage Bert, which will sack 1. I don't know if I shuffle these. So sack 1, a foul sack. When sack, attached to the character excluding Gandalf with the most attachments without a sack attached. Attached character cannot ready, attack, defend, commit to quests, or trigger effects. So that's actually not bad because Dane is here. So I don't think that actually has any negative penalty unless it's like I was kind of struggling with what that meant. So this is cannot trigger effects. Like, can I trigger Steward of Gondor? We had talked about in the Discord that was yes. But, because it's not actually the Dane triggering it. So, let me know if that is not what we thought, or not what you thought. So, there's Bert. Forgot about that. It's going to be kind of annoying to deal. Oh, I need to shuffle these. Because I can only attack with 1 at a time. We got to get Bert out of here. So it's going to take us 2 rounds to get Bert out of here. And then we'll get Tom in the mix. But really, what we need to do is find the key. I don't want to win. I don't want to go progress through this stage until we get that key. Steward of Gondor doesn't trigger itself sitting there. Dane triggers it, but up to you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works. It says action exhaust Steward of Gondor to add to. What we'll do is we'll just go ahead and get rid of it just to be on the safe side. So this troll camp says, while troll camp is in the staging area, while it's in play. So I'm actually going to travel at this point down here. So action, I will spend 1 to shuffle this sacked card back into the deck. So just to be safe, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll shuffle it back in. This sack card says whenever it leaves play, it gets shuffled back into the deck. Okay. So we went ahead and attached the purse to Bert. And we are going to sit here and defend with the Hammersmith. So we got 5. Shadow, deal 4 damage to each character with a sack card attached. We got rid of our sack card, so that was really lucky. So, no, that was not luck. That was skill. The Hammersmith does not quite make it out alive. Got hit with 5. And then we'll swing back with 1 of these for 6, which will deal 4 damage. So it's actually gonna. I miscalculated again. It's actually gonna take more than that to. It's gonna take 3 rounds to kill Bert, which is gonna be annoying. So I'm gonna go ahead and increase my threat by 1, so that Bert does not go back to the staging area, putting me at 33. I do have a greeting in my hand, so we'll go ahead and activate that just so we can keep Tom up there for a while. But okay, so end of the round. That goes there. We'll give everyone some money. Dane gets all of the money. I increase my threat by 1, putting me at 34. So Istari, because Tom says that troll enemies can only be attacked by 1 character at a time. So we were only able to swing at him with one character. So that's how I read it. The other way that I could interpret it is that you basically take the defense into account every single attack. But I think that it means that only one character can attack. Like you have to sneak in there at one at a time. You can't like rush in like thematically. Okay, so we'll draw 2 cards. We got Dory, and we got another Gladrian, so that's nice. We will go ahead and spend 3 to put Dory into play. Whenever we do that, we will exhaust Legacy of Durin to get another Legacy of Durin, which is unique, and reduce our threat. We'll exhaust Narvis to give Dane Spirit. Spend 3 for Galadriel, reduce my threat by 6. 1 character at a time. Yeah. So he's it gets tough, and they all want to jump back up there, and whenever they engage you, you get sacked, and so you can run out of characters really, really, really quickly. So the goal here is to kill off Bert, then come after Tom and make Tom come in. So is that 33, 34? So that should be at 27. Cool. Looks like that worked correctly. We might as well. I'll play Philly next turn. I don't think I need him now. You got a test of will. I want my Gandalf, man. I want my Gandalf. Go ahead and spend 3 more to Galadriel's skin. Take me down to 21. Just to give me a little bit of space. Okay. So I did say I was going to put Gandalf into play, so let's go ahead and do that. Gandalf's a really good blocker as well. Let's go 2, 3, 4, 5 to put Gandalf into play. I think my camera is tilted, which is why everything's straight to me, but maybe if I tilt this. Did I go the wrong way? Nope, there we go. Okay, that makes me feel better. Okay, so Gandalf comes into play. So let's have some fun. So we're gonna start using our tracker here because this is gonna start getting kind of crazy. So we'll go ahead and commit Longbeard Elder. So we'll take a look. This is Doomed 1. Each player chooses to increase his threat by 4 or reveal an additional encounter card. We are okay increasing our threat by 4, so we'll be doing that. And so this is only a 2. Okay, so 2, and we have 3, 6, 8. We want to keep this around. So we want to just do 8. So we got 2. We don't exhaust to commit Gandalf to a quest. So that is 2, 6. And then we'll go Killy for 8. So Doomed 1. Increase, and then we'll increase by 4 to take us up to 26. Which actually I think should be 1 lower because of Dory, but I just don't remember. Okay, so net even there. We will defend with Gandalf on this attack. No one else is going to be engaged. So it's going to be a 5 to a 4 defense. The shadow, there is no shadow effect. So Gandalf takes 1 damage. And then we will swing back with 6, dealing 4 more damage to Bert. Okay. So that will be the round. We'll stand everybody up. Increase our threat by 3 because we want Gandalf to stay around, putting us at 29. Yes, toss an old man into the arms of a troll. He can fend for himself. He can do pretty well himself. So that gives us that, and then we'll draw 2 cards: a test of will and unexpected courage. Okay, I like unexpected courage here, and then we'll go ahead and pass out some money. So we will kill Bert this round. Which probably means we want to bring Tom down. We want to engage Tom at this point. And then we can start questing like crazy. If we bring Tom, oh yeah. Yep. I like it. Alrighty, so we're gonna hang on to unexpected courage. We will play it, but we're gonna be playing it on Dane, and we don't need to be questing like crazy right now. And so instead, what we're gonna be doing is we'll just put Philly into play. We're running out of space, y'all. Actually, no, we got all this room over here. So we lower our threat by 1. We exhaust this to draw a card. And Untroubled by Darkness. So all of these dwarfs are going to get +1 at some point when we go for it. So we're going to have a lot of questing. And then we can ready everyone with Lure of Moria. So that'll be fun. Okay, so we're at 28. He shouldn't be exhausted. Okay, so let's go ahead and quest with Longbeard Elder. We'll take a look at the top card. There's our key. There is our key. Awesome. That, perfect. Sweet. Sweet. Love that for us. Okay. So we know the key's coming in, which means that we have 8 here. We want to go 9. And so we've got 2, 6. Actually, we can start blitzing at this point. Yeah. Okay, so 2, 6, 9. 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. 18 with the record keeper. We want to keep Bilbo unexhausted. We will I don't want to. No, I have plenty of space. I have plenty of room to go. We'll go 2 more with Killy. We need 1 battle axe out here. Gandalf is going to take our hit. We're not going to be engaging Tom. So I think that's pretty much everyone. Then we will We'll go ahead and spend 2 to play Untroubled by Darkness to give every dwarf +1. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Putting us at 27 quest. Feel pretty good about that. Okay, so 27 quest. We'll reveal this card, the Troll Key. It's unattached, so we're going to attach it to Bert here. And then so 27 minus 8 puts us at 19, puts us at 16. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 cards get discarded off the top of the deck, leaving us with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, which is plenty for us to go and get that Troll Cave. Did you just Thanos thing? Yep, it's gone. Snapped it into into non-existence. Nice. I like that. Alrighty, so now Bert, we're not going to engage anybody. We're threat is sitting at less than 30, so we don't have to auto-engage. We will go ahead and... Nope, we cannot travel to Troll Cave yet. We'll have to prolong this a couple of turns. So Bert will attack. We've got 5. Gandalf is going to block this. So 5. Shadow Effect. Search the encounter deck for a troll camp and add it to the staging area. Then shuffle the encounter deck. We'll cancel that. So we'll hasty stroke that into non-existence. Then we will swing back with 6, killing Bert. Okay, so 2 things. So 2 responses. After the attached troll enemy takes damage as a result of an attack, the first player may exhaust Bilbo Baggins to claim and attach this objective to him. So exhaust Bilbo Baggins, we get the Troll Key. Then this, if the attached troll enemy is destroyed, the first player may spend 1 Baggins resource to claim the subjected card and attach it to Bilbo Baggins. So we'll spend 1 resource and attach it to Bilbo Baggins. Now, next turn during the travel phase, in order to travel here, we need to, we have to have the Troll Key, and if we have the Troll Purse, it costs us 2 resources. So, feeling pretty good. Okay, we are going to, during the refresh phase, we will ready everybody. We're not going to keep Gandalf around. He'll go hang out somewhere else. I just don't want to raise my threat that much. And we'll draw 2 cards. Hasty Stroke and another Longbeard Elder. See, this is kind of nice because if we discard a location, then we can activate a second Longbeard Elder. It's kind of funny. Or not discard, but... Oh no, yeah, we would, because if it was a location, we place 1 progress token on the current quest, which immediately will discard it, which is kind of funny. Okay, so let's spend... We're at 29. Let's go ahead and give Dane Spirit. We're going to spend 4 Spirit resources. 1 to play Dwarven Tomb. We're going to grab Galadriels and spend 3 to play Galadriels. So that raises or lowers our threat by 6. One day we're going to get a Lord of the Rings cycle that includes legless walking on fallen rocks like the Battle of Five Armies. That'd be sweet. That'd be awesome. That'd be really, really cool. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. And we will... I guess we'll just go into the quest phase. Just for fun. So let's go ahead and quest with the Elder. So, okay, so when revealed, reveal the top card of the encounter deck discard pile and add it to the staging area if able. So we are going to deal 1 damage to each ally, or 2 damage to each ally. And so we'll cancel this when revealed effect with a test of will. Which, that's the optimal way to do it. I would have spent resources. I would not have left Nori without resources. Or I should not have left Nori without resources. That's probably the best way to do it right there. Okay. We do not want to push right here, because we need to travel and then explore the Troll Cave. And so we've got 1, 3, 6, 9. Let's take our counter back down to 0. All the way to 0. And we're just going to quest for 9. We've got 2 already here. We got 4, 6, 8, 10. So we'll quest for 10. So this comes in, that's a when revealed effect. We're going to spend 1 resource to a test of will that card, canceling that when revealed effect. Okay. We do that stupid bird now that we have to kill, but that's fine. Okay, so we place 1 on the encounter deck, so we'll discard this card. No, actually my threat's at 23, so I don't have to engage the bird. Nice. Got him. Okay. So now we will travel to the Troll Cave. We'll spend 2 Baggins resources to do so, because we do have the Troll Purse. And I am at 23. I'm having a hard time. Usually I have another monitor, but I haven't set it up yet, and so it's easier to see my thread, but now it's like really, really small on the screens. I'm like, what am I at? But, okay. Cool. So at the end of the round, we're ready. Raise threat. Give resources. Draw 2 cards. I don't even want a Gandalf at this point. I guess we will Ruins, get a Record Keeper, and there he is. There's a Gandalf. So we'll toss a Legacy of Durin. Alrighty, let's have some fun. So we will go ahead and spend 1 resource to put a Record Keeper into play. That lowers our threat by 1, as well as allows us to draw a card, which is a word to command. Getting all the cards that we needed early in the game, but we're doing fine. Let's go ahead and spend... let's Narvies and give Dane Spirit. We'll spend 2 Spirit to put Unexpected Courage onto Dane. Then we'll sneak attack Mr. Gandalf in just to have him do something for fun. Okay, so we will go ahead and quest with the Elder. Yes, yeah. So response, so it is discard all non-treasure, non-objective attachments in play. I think Yeah, we'll test to will that. We don't need it. Okay, so we need not that much quests, but let's just see how high we can go, because that will be fun. Alrighty, so we've got 2. We've got 2 with the long-beard elder. Got 2 with Dane, but we're gonna ready him to activate the ability. I'm gonna go 3 with Ori, 3 with Nori, 2 with Philly, 2 with Dory, 2 with Killy, 4 with the 2 record keepers. We'll hang on to the battle axes, why not? We will spend 1 resource from Dane to go ahead and sneak attack Gandalf into play. Committed to the quest. So that's 4 more. And we'll just go ahead and lower our threat by 5. Okay, so what do we end up at? 22? Not bad. Not bad. So 22. We will go ahead and flip this card. We're going to spend 1 resource to a test of will to cancel that when revealed effect. Then we've got 22 coming at him. So we've got 7, 11. So we do travel here. And now we have 11 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. The encounter deck is empty, which pushes us into the next stage. Down take you all and be stoned to you, said a voice that sounded like William's, but it wasn't. For just that moment, the light came over the hill and there was a mighty twitter in the branches. William never spoke, for he stood turned to stone as he stopped, and Bert and Tom were stuck like rocks as they looked at him, the Hobbit. When revealed, remove all troll enemies and sacked cards from the game. If the Coltrave is in the victory pile, which it is, then we have discovered the treasure card Sting, Glamoring, and Orcrest, and the players have won the game. There you go. We did it. We got through the first quest of the Hobbit box cycle with a Dwarf Storm army. Oh man, that was... I love dwarves so much. And I'm just so happy that they are fun and usable in this game. Loot City. Absolutely. So let's just go ahead and look at these cards because they're fun to look at. So, Glamdring is a 0-cost treasure card that is attached to a Gandalf or a hero, and they get +2 fight. And then as a response, the attached character destroys an orc enemy. You can draw a card. Got Orcrest. Attached to a hero, restricted. Attached character gets +2 fight, and then after a character destroys an orc enemy, add 1 resource to that hero's pool. And then Sting, attached to Bilbo Baggins, restricted. Bilbo gets +1 to all his stats, and then after he exhausts to defend, discard the top card of the encounter deck, deal damage to the attacking enemies equal to the discarded card's threat. So high risk, high reward with Sting because you really don't want Bilbo to die. Oh man, that was fun. I have missed this game. I have missed this game a ton. So I'm really happy to have gotten it back to the table. We will be back next week. But until then, we do have a couple streams coming up. So on Wednesday, we are continuing on with the Edge of the Earth campaign that we started last week. Jason and I, D20 and I, are continuing on with that. So tune in at 8 o'clock Eastern Time on Wednesday. And then Friday, we're going to start the Sinister Motives Marvel Champions campaign box. Very excited for that. So if any of that sounds interesting or exciting to you, come hang out, come join our Discord, like, subscribe, all of the fun stuff. Thank you all for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a great night and talk to you all very, very soon. Peace.